What up, guys? This is N Shadow for Weapon Gaming. I'm here with Captain Paul. We're doing
bringing you some of that
for the first time in a long time. And we were just talking about our old dubs on Black Ops. We were reminiscing, you know, going through the old beautiful memories and all that kind of stuff together. And one of the things I was trying to point out was like I got carried so much, and I carried Paul so much. And we always took turns, it seemed. Like one round I would carry, next round he would carry, vice versa, things like that. And it would never be really even. I mean, sometimes it was even in those really intense, difficult games. But here's the thing that I wanted to talk about. And I wanted to make it a commentary because it's really worthy of gamers to hear. You know, people that play this game, this is encouraging, but it's also true. It's not just, you know, some excuse that I'm coming up with for getting carried. Alright, Paul, so don't even start with your shit. Now,
how did you know?
In Black Ops 1, I noticed this more than ever, although in Modern Warfare 2 it was quite prominent. I actually had an argument with a team on Modern Warfare 2, ended up getting kicked off that team and invited back when they started getting on a losing streak. So that was quite an experience. But anyway, when you're playing first-person shooters, it's about playstyle. You always got to worry about your playstyle in connection with your buddies. So if you're playing Search and Destroy, let's say Search and Destroy Villa, Black Ops 1. You're going through and your buddies are getting picked off, and then you're picking off the guy in the back, and then you're going around the map and getting other kills, right? So you're basically carrying your teammate. You're getting all the kills and you're not dying as often. One of the things you have to realize when this is happening is the fact that your buddy, number one, had his eye over a certain area of the map and was making callouts on a certain area of the map. So that certain other area of the map doesn't even exist on your map, basically, because you don't have to worry about it since he has it covered. Therefore, you're going to turn your attention to specific angles on the other side of the map where you're watching, not worrying about that area.
Well, in theory.
In theory, yes. And it's the mindset, really, that I'm talking about. Because, I mean, I know, you know, people stray from their strategy all the time. It's just natural. Paul, shut up. So he gets shot in the back, and one of the things that you realize is he's a scapegoat. You know, he's your bait. You use him as bait, Paul. And when he goes out there and dies, gets shot in the back, then you can pop out and you can grab the enemy, and then you can turn around. You've now given away your position at the same time as they gave your buddy's position away. Therefore, all the other remaining enemy team members are going to reposition themselves to get you, because they know that your buddy was where he died, you know, where that guy got the kill, and then their teammate, their buddy, died in the same place, which means that both of their enemies, you and your teammate, were in the same location. So let's say your buddy was watching over the left side of Black Ops on defense, Search and Destroy Villa, not Black Ops, and he's in the window of that little room on the top floor, and one of the guys comes through the little archway, I forget what it's called, the triangle, and he pops you from the box. And you're dead, okay. And then your buddy walks up from the right side. He was looking over over the statue from the top of the mansion. He jumps down, he runs through the middle, and he picks off the guy that had run up to go inside of that house where you had just died. So your buddy just got that kill. So now you're 0-1 and your buddy's 1-0. Now, everybody on the other team knows that both of you guys were there. You know, he made the call out top cafe. And then he got the kill, and he's like, I'm moving up. And then they see the red dot on the map, and their buddy got killed at bottom cafe. So they know that both of you guys were at bottom cafe, therefore you're holding down the fort. So they're going to move up on A, or if they want the kills, they're going to move up the right side and go to B. If I'm not getting those bomb sides reversed.
No, you're not.
Okay.
No. Okay. In worst comes to worst, they get the point. It's just the bomb sides. It's the bomb.
Yeah. And so then you know you can double back through the middle and pick off another guy because you know what they're gonna do now that they've seen you both in the same location. Or you can circle around their spawn and come up behind them, even though you know they're gonna get a plant off by the time you do that. Now because of this, you have the opportunity to get 1 to 2 or 3 kills, depending on how many people are playing. If it's a doubles match, you can get up to 2 kills. You can be 2-0 and your buddy's 0-1. He's dropping a donut, and here you are carrying.
Shadow.
And it's... Aren't you just the funniest motherfucker, Paul? So, Anyway, as I was trying to say before I was so blatantly interrupted with lies,
Donut.
you can make it look like you're really carrying when all you're doing is using your buddy as bait. And I noticed that me and Paul did that to each other a lot of times.
Oh, a lot.
And yeah, he did it to me, I did it to him, and I do it to him still to this day on Black Ops 2. I do it all the time.
Yeah, and it gets me fucking infuriated. But as long as
I know
care.
it sucks for you to die. But like, okay, for example, I was watching another dubs of ours way back when, and we were playing on that snow map Array.
Oh yeah.
And you were laying down at the top of the tower, and we had the bomb plane and we were defending it, and I was covering the middle. I called the guy out. He was behind the truck, the gas truck out in the middle. I called him out. I put a few rounds over in him, but it didn't hit him. So he went up around the top. So you turned your attention to the alleyway up there, where the ice mountains are. Yeah. And you said, "Yo, I'm covering the alley." And I was like, "All right, cool. I'll cover the middle." And I was right outside that little clubhouse in the middle where the stairs go down, and you can take a right and go in there and then head out to the bomb site, to A. Now, I wasn't watching the inside of that, but I was on the outside. I cooked a grenade, I walked inside, and I threw it through the doorway towards the staircase, and I totally missed the guy on my right. He was right in front of the doorway walking out towards the bomb, and I didn't even see him. I saw it in the reviewed footage, but when we were playing, I didn't see it. And he laid down at the bomb, and he shot you and killed you. And so I popped out, and I got him. And you were like, "Dude, what the hell? How did he get there?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's my bad."
Yeah.
And see, it's things like that that make certain players look a lot better because of their KD. So my point here is, KD does not mean as much as people think it does. It can always mean that, somebody else is playing bait, somebody else is playing strategy. You are it's like the ultimate call out. Like, I will voluntarily nowadays, I don't know why I do this, I need to stop. I will voluntarily jump out and get killed so that the red dot will show up on the map, just because I can't get the call out. That's my way of getting call outs, like making call outs. I can get them to shoot me. And it doesn't work because when I'm dead, I'm no good to you guys anymore.
Yeah, you're not good. You're fucking dead and gone.
Yeah. So,
the old me dead and gone. Dead and gone. But yeah, but I agree with you though, Shadow, because KD means jack shit when it comes to playing competitively, game battles, tournaments, whatever. KD means jack shit because, like you said, let's say let's say nobody even dies, right? You have one guy watching the right-hand side. Let's just make it simple. Right-hand side of the map and one guy watching the left-hand side, or left and middle, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if those people decide to move up there, let's say they move up to the right-hand side, and the guy on the right-hand side, oh, wait, two guys B. You can either have, like, a guy flank around, the guy on the left-hand side flank around, you know what I mean, and you can both kind of pressure them in, where you can have one guy, let's say it's a building, there's 3 entrances, there's a front entrance, side entrance, and there's a rear. And you have the guy watching the front, you either go around back and wait for them to plant, and maybe you can get 2 kills, maybe you can just swipe them, but it's just a lot about a competitive gaming necessarily isn't about, oh, let me get the kills and kill whore and shit, because that shit doesn't really work. It's just about the teamwork and time of attack, because even in GBs I've been playing recently, I noticed our communication, like, me and Shadow, I'm not going to say it's me and Shadow because me and him have played for years and years, but I can notice that, like, when we do 3Vs, there's a little bit of lack of communication because it's like, me and Shadow are the type of players, we kind of already know what each other are going to do since we've played with each other for so long, no homo, but it's just like, with, like, when we add a third guy to the wheel, it does kind of fucking it throws a little damper in your plans, and the thing is if you do call out, let's say you got something covered for your teammates, make sure you have that covered, because nothing is more than annoying, like, oh, no worries, you don't have to worry about that, and then out of nowhere this guy comes out with an AK and you fucking get shot. It's not fun. It's you rage and you get so angry, but like, it's just basically what I'm trying to say is that Shadow is 100% correct. KD means jack shit, because I know a ton of guys that in game battle matches, they've had a really high KD. Like, they'll, like, on Black Ops, I've seen, like, 14 easy kills every time. Like, I've had those games in this game. It's just, like, but really, how does he get those kills is a huge thing. Like, I've had huge games, and, like, then you'll have Shadow or, like, Johnny, like, go barely positive. But it's not because they're terrible players. It's because, oh, well, they're either telling me out. Because I know, for example, when I played a GB on Standoff, and I had a monster game versus some kids, it's like Dylan's like, oh, mansion, bottom mansion. Like, okay, I know where he is. Pick him off. You know what I'm saying? It's teamwork. That's the main thing, is because you can kill whore and you can camp in the back of the map. Like, I had a friend on my list called Enemy or iRadical who camped in the back of the map. But when it come to, like, when he actually had to play tournaments and shit, he couldn't do anything because he wasn't good. And I'm not trying to bash on anybody, but it's just saying, it's like,
it's about playstyle.
Yeah, it's about
It doesn't take skill to camp at the back of the map and get kills. It's like every now and then I'll do a GB and I'll go positive. I'll go like 5-4 or something like that. But at the end of it, I'll just feel like crap, and I'll even apologize to you because my gameplay was so terrible. Like, the way I moved around, the way I got the kills, the way I did everything was just so awful. And, like, we could lose and I could still go positive, you know? It's about how you react with other people. And it's like a chess game. It really is like a chess game, you know? You're going to have to give up some pieces. Sometimes you're going to put those pieces, you know, intentionally up front, which is like using your teammates as bait. You're going to put those pawns up front to make somebody take them, to open up opportunities for you to get to that king, right? To get that win,
right.
Get that W, son. And
all about the W.
Just like in chess, people make moves based on other moves. They're not just going to make moves and go with it. It's not like, you know, you think, okay, here's how it's going to play out. The first 10 moves of the game, I'm going to move this pawn. I'm going to move my knight up, this pawn, this pawn, this pawn. Going to bring my queen out, all that kind of stuff. No, you can't do that, because if your enemy makes a move to stop that, you're going to have to change your strategy. Gaming is the same way. You can't just say, okay, let's all go B no matter what happens. Yo, if you get picked off, fuck it, just rush B. Yo, if you're sitting at B, fuck it, just rush B. Get that bomb planted, even if they're standing right in front of you. Fuck it, go. No, nobody does that. Nobody does that because it's impossible to win. So you got to be able to adapt. And the way people adapt is like a chess game. They wait for those call-outs. They listen for those call-outs. You know, where's the enemy? What are you doing? What are you watching? What's covered? What can you make sure is not going to happen so that you can decide what to make happen? And that's the kind of stuff that people worry about in competitive gaming. You know, you don't want to worry about getting KDs. You don't want to worry about picking people off or camping or anything like that. You want to make a strategy based on how the other team is going to play. And that, my friends, is how you determine how to use strategy yourself. For example, Villa, you pick up the bomb. You're going to rush A at the fountain. So you go left side, behind the rocks, right over near the little ticket booth. And there's a guy on the left side behind B, behind the bomb, just standing right there behind the bomb. So you make the call out, and one of your guys throws a frag. Now, you guys at the same time are hearing a bunch of stuns going off at A, over there on the right side of the map. So you kill the guy at B with the grenade, and you know that everybody over there is at A, or everybody that's left. You know, say it's a 3-on-3, and the other two guys are at A because they threw like 4 stuns. Then you gotta wonder, okay, did they throw them and then run to A? Did they throw them and now are they coming to A? Are they gonna frag us? Are they gonna stun us? What's going on? Do I have time to plant? It's based on what's going on around you, that, you know, how you make decisions. And those decisions are gonna be, you know, they're gonna affect the outcome of the game. So say you wait a second, you hesitate, and then you start planting the bomb. Guess what? Game over. The guy ran through the middle arch, threw a grenade, popped you right in the head.
Right.
And boom, you know, you're gone. So it's about how things happen, how things transpire. And that was just like a little rant I wanted to get off my chest, because me and Paul were talking about Black Ops and the beautiful memories, and I was watching some gameplays of our Dubs GBs and Team GBs.
You're so beautiful.
They really are.
You're amazing.
You're amazing. Oh man. Oh shit. But yeah, so anyway, that was just a quick rant we had. Paul, you're gonna have to do some gameplay for this one, man. This is all you.
Alright, well, I already got like a shitload of game battles matches saved, so
awesome. Awesome blossom.
Alrighty, yo, so this is Captain Paul,
and this is N Shadow,
and we're signing the fuck out.
Yo, peace.